According to the Christian Prince, there is a testimony of Jesus that he is God. Indeed, in the Gospel, there is one verse where Jesus claimed to be a God, which is in the John chapter number 13, verse number 13. Actually,
there's only one verse in the Bible Jesus claimed to be God. Well, you are an idiot. You just confirmed that all your video is stupid. Because you just say that Jesus in John chapter 13, verse 13, Jesus says, I'm God. So what is the debate now? What we will do? You know what I mean, guys? I mean, do you see the stupidity? You just said there's, regardless if there's only 1 or 10 or 20, you just said that there's one verse in the Bible, it says that Jesus said, I am God. So you lost the debate, that's it. Because you don't need to say it 20,000 times. If he said, I'm God, that means he said, I'm God. Stupidity is amazing. Right? If I say I'm a Christian Prince, I do not need to say it again and again. Hello, let me introduce to myself to you. I'm a Christian Prince. So should I say it after 5 minutes again? I'm a Christian Prince. Hey guys, do you know who I am? I'm a Christian Prince. You just said that there is one. Say it again. Say it again.
where Jesus claimed to be a God, which is in the John chapter number 13, verse number 13.
Incredible. Should I continue with this video? Because he answered himself, the idiot. He just said Jesus claimed to be God in John chapter 13, verse number 13. We are done. But just for the sake of entertainment, let me tell you why. I'm not answering you really. For me, I'm bored, honestly. I'm looking for Muslims, who can even speak to me in logic and look like you are the most logical one, to the point I find you extremely funny. I mean, the others are logical to the point they are hilarious. You know what I mean? You are funny, yeah. Continue. So you just confirmed that Jesus says he is God. We are done. Okay, what else?
Actually, the real meaning of that verse is he is not God, but Lord.
Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. You see the word in the verses there, they mention 2 words. Rabbi or Rabbi and Lord. But just to show this idiot he do not know what he's talking about. If I go right now in the Quran and I will take the word Rabb and I will type it in front of you. So the Bible says that his disciple, they called him Rabb or Rabbi. Let us type Rabbi. Inna Allah Rabbi wa Rabbakum. Rabbi. You see it? So they call him Rabb. They call him Rabb. They call him Rabb. They call him Rabb. That's God. You see, even in the chapter 6, verse number 78, where it says that Abraham was worshipping the sun, Akbar. That's why when he saw the sun, he said, this is my God, this is Akbar. Look what he said. This is my Lord, this is Akbar. Do you know what the Lord here? Rabbi. Do you see it? This is the word used to anyone you worship. So you just confirm, you are an idiot, that they call him Rabbi and they call him Lord. Okay. Now, Rabbi here is master, but isn't it Allah is a master of judgment day, as Muslims they say? The one in charge. Rabbi, at the same time, is a word meaning God. In the same time, they call him Lord with capital letter. In Hebrew, there's no really capital letter. There's not such a thing. But you see in the translation, when they add the capital letter, they tell you what it's meant. Because this is, at the end of the day, is a translation for the verses. So this guy, he do not know what he is talking about, right? Yeah. Let us continue and laugh together. Explain to us John chapter 13, verse number 13, brother?
It sounds, you call me teacher and Lord, and it is right that you do so, because that is what I am. Once more,
Once more.
you call me teacher and Lord, and it is right that you do so, because that is what I am.
Okay, so hold on. He is teacher. This is your. And by the way, he is using NIV translation. I don't advise anyone to use this translation, because it have a lot of mistakes. And even in the first printing there is even missing verses, the same as Muhammad when the goat ate his Quran. So this is a very bad copy. The Muslims, they use it always for their entertainment. When they call him Master and Lord, and this is in John chapter 13, verse number 13. You know, if we ask Mr. Insane, okay, why you don't read for the Muslims chapter 13, and let us see what chapter 13 says. If we go to John, let me open it. Here always you need to remember, when a Muslim, he quote for you something, never trust what he say to you. Never, never, never. Those people don't even know their own cult, how they can answer about our faith. So if you want to know what John chapter 13 saying, you go and read it yourself. And then you will find that John chapter 13 saying it clearly that Jesus is saying, I am God. How we can find that? Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hand, and that he was come from God and went to God. This is a translation. Now, what does that mean? Father gave all things to Jesus. If there is any man, he is in charge of the whole universe? No. If there is any man, he can say such a claim that the Father, which is God, God the Father, he gave to a man everything in the universe in his hand? No. So what Jesus is saying, I am the man, but God is in me. Remember, he is this guy himself, insane. He said before that Jesus said, the one who saw me, he saw the Father. And the funny, he is the one who quoted that verse saying, in fact, there is a verse in the Bible says that Jesus, he is God, when he said, the one he saw me, he saw Father. But now he have another verse, and he claiming that this verse now is the only verse in the Bible, which is contradiction for what he said in the other video. In the same time, you will see, if we go down, we will see more confirmation about who is Jesus. When he read for us, and when he said, you call me Master and you call me Lord, you will see here the Lord is coming as capital letter. And ye say, well, for so I am. Okay, if the Lord here, Master, according to his meaning, teacher, okay, and they call him Lord. How he is Lord? Okay, we got the word teacher, right? He said that the word master is teacher. All right. And we show you this is the word rabbi, actually. Rabbi can be a rabbi, the same as a teacher, yeah. But it can be God too. But why they are calling him Lord? I mean, they are not his slaves. Jesus never owned slaves. He is not, I mean, he have, what will make him Lord? He is not a king, he is not a prince, he is not. So why a human being seeing other human being in the street and he's called him Lord? Do Jesus hold a high rank in the society? No. All of us, we knew that Jesus is born from a normal average family like your parents and my parents. His father, he used to, cut wood and make windows and doors. And now we're talking about the father by marriage, to Mary. So the father of Jesus by birth, which is a carpenter, is a humble family. So why people will call him Lord? This is a sign of submission to a person you believe is God. And Jesus did not say, don't call me that. He says, yes, I am. Okay. And then Jesus said to them, to understand, if I then, your Lord and Master, have washed your feet, you also wash another one feet. I have given you an example. This is Jesus showing us that he is Master, he is Lord, but yet he washed the feet. It's amazing, beautiful teaching of the Messiah, showing that Messiah is totally teaching, contradicting the Quran and Muhammad. Where Jesus is washing the feet, he don't want titles. Even they are worshiping him, calling him Master, calling him God, but yet he is washing their feet to give them an example that you cannot be proud if you follow me. You should not be arrogant. You should be a service person, a servant. And then he says to you, verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. Neither, and here you notice the word Lord is coming in a small letter. Why? Because this is an example about a servant in the house and the Lord of the house. Here you see the Lord is capital letter because they are calling him God. And this is where Mr. Insane he lie. Now, you know, when the Messiah speak in the gospel, the Messiah teaching is very very deep, not like the Quran. It's shallow, stupid, like a rabbi music. We will find that all over the Bible here it says that the Messiah is God. As an example, in front of us, he said, therefore, when he was gone out, Jesus said, now it is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. So when you glorify Jesus, you glorify God. Okay. Can Muslims say, if we glorify Muhammad, we glorify Allah? No. How I glorify a man, and by glorifying a man, I glorify God, unless he is God. And he continues saying, if God be glorified in him, God shall also glorify him in himself, and shall straightway glorify him. This is very very heavy for Abdul to understand, but it says clearly that glorifying God is glorifying Jesus, and glorifying Jesus is glorifying God. For God is in Jesus, and Jesus is in God, which means, if you remember when one of the disciples of Jesus, he said to him, why you don't show us the Father? And that's it. Jesus said to him, I am with you all this time, and you do not know me. And that in John chapter 14, where we will go to that verse later. All right. So here you notice that this guy, he cut out the very important messages in the verses, so you will not see that Jesus saying it clearly that he is God.